look at this East Noble team, you've obviously got a fantastic squad from last year. How do you take kind of last year's feel, success, take it to this year, say, hey, it is a new year, but we still have the keys to, be successful?
One thing that we were able to do is we were able to carry the momentum into the off season. We had a great run last year, and we hit the off season running with kids that were hungry and wanted to work and get back in the weight room and really push themselves. But when the summer hit, we had to hit the reset button. And last year's team's over, and it's a new season this year, and we've got to get better, and we've got to keep taking steps in the right direction every week to be where we want to be at the end of the season.
Absolutely. Well, you lose a lot of seniors from last year. How do you really fill that into this year and make up, where you lost?
Yeah, we lost a good group of kids. We've got a core nucleus of guys back, and we've also got a good group of kids that, we're the second team guys last year that were hungry and want to get on the field and have pushed themselves in the off season to be where they need to be. And we've gotten better each week this summer. And I've seen the growth over the last 6 weeks of the summer, and we're excited for where we can be. We're not where we want to be yet, but I feel like we've got a really high ceiling.
Sure. Well, to stay in the NE8 and stay at top of it, you've got a really tough conference. You play some really great football teams. What are the biggest things? Say, hey, we've got to do this sharp to continue to stay a solid team in the NE8.
You've got to get better every week. That's a big thing. You can't take any week for granted. In our conference, we play a really good group of teams, and every week you've got to come ready to play. So you've got to mentally prepare yourself and physically prepare yourself every single week to go to battle, and you can't linger too long on a good performance because the next opponent's just going to be another tough opponent. So we just got to keep getting better and never come to never come to work and think that it's going to be given to us.
Right, for sure. Well, when you kind of look at this team and then look at, the new guys coming in, everybody coming together, what are kind of really the bright spots that you feel like at this point that people can expect, to see what bright spots in East Noble this year?
We return Riley Biddle at quarterback. He's a senior. He's going to be, he's got several college offers at this point already. And throughout the course of the summer, he's been a great leader for us. He had a great 7-on-7 tournament down at the Parkview Sports Medicine 7-on-7. We were able to win that tournament. And he's built some good connections with a couple of our receivers, Alex Scott and Alex Phillips, Jack Slater. So to see that chemistry coming along is a bright spot. We've got some key guys back on the offensive line. We've got 3 guys who started for us back on the offensive line from last season, so that should be a bright spot for us. And we've had some guys dinged up a little bit this summer, which means that other guys have gotten some opportunities. So we've had the opportunity to build some depth this summer, which is a good thing, which is something that we needed to do.
All right, just I think we'll be good anyway. Just Coach, what is the biggest thing that you feel like you're looking forward to? Just another season of football, another season of success. Kind of what does that look like for you to look forward to?
I'm looking forward to Friday nights in Kendallville. There's nothing like it. I'm really excited for it. Last year was my first year experiencing that, and it was really special. And we had a great run, and the community support was fantastic. And I'm just looking forward to being back under those lights.